Guys, what's going on? First video of the year. Very excited to get started. I can't believe it's already here, but we are pretty much like a month away from the draft, so 30 days and counting from today. Depending on what we do it on Saturday or the Sunday. But regardless, here we are, first video of the year. Been trying to get one up for a while. Been having some problems loading videos and stuff like that, so I'm just gonna redo it. I got a day off today, so I'll be doing it today. So I just wanted to break down. I got a little list of stuff to go over here. Sent out a text earlier today, so respond to it ASAP. I know you guys got time. You guys come home from work, check your page. It's time to start really thinking about the league and getting stuff organized and ready. Because honestly, I'm not gonna have somebody come in, last minute. Hey, I want to get my team together, and now I want to get active. Hurry up and start getting shit together. So we can get the league rolling and everything. So, stay active on the text, just text back or respond on the page, just so, I know that you're paying attention, that I know you voted on polls, and that you care about, what we're doing. So, anyway, that takes me to the draft. I did have the poll up on the page for either Saturday, later in the evening, 7, 8 o'clock, or Sunday the 24th. Make arrangements if you can. I don't know most people's work schedules, but make it happen if you can. Right now, I think it's leading 4 votes to 2 for Saturday. So there's still 4 people to vote. So get on and vote, please do, and then we can kind of get the ball rolling, get a draft date set, so I can set a time, and then we can also set a location. I know location kind of to be determined right now. Most likely, it's going to be either at Mike's house with his parents, or it's going to be at my house here in Chesterton. I haven't really, not too sure. I don't have a lot of furniture yet. Just got a lot of stuff going on. I want to wait till after the wedding. So I don't have a lot of furniture right now. Don't know if I'll have time when we get back from the honeymoon to, get furniture for the house. So don't want people over and there's no place to sit. Other than that, so draft location we can worry about a little later, but the date and time I want to get set ASAP. Keeper date, I was thinking about this and thinking about it from last year. Last year we probably did a little too early. So, why not? Let's do keepers just a couple hours before the draft. We'll start the party, let's just say it 5, 6 o'clock. If you're not going to be there until right before the draft, just text me or let me know beforehand. I won't share with anybody what your keepers are. And we'll post those at, let's just say, an hour, 2 hours before the draft starts. We can have a little presentation for it or whatever you guys want to do. To put the stickers up on the board. Maybe when you arrive at the party, come in, grab your stickers, throw them up on the board. Because Jared is going to be supplying the draft board again, hopefully from the same spot. It was a great board. I do have a picture of the board that I can post or text in the league so you guys know where people were drafted last year. I can probably list the keepers that were kept for last year, so if that helps in any decision making. But other than that, so I was just thinking, instead of doing it so early or a couple days beforehand, we could just do keepers a couple hours before the draft. I think it's a little bit more exciting. Throw a couple monkey wrenches in there just in case somebody was, thinking about a guy and then all of a sudden, surprise keeper. So I think that's the way we're going to go. I'm not even going to vote on it. We're just doing it a couple hours before the draft. Couple changes in the scheduling and the tiebreakers and all that stuff. The tiebreaker change, it's still what we had last year. It's going to be your head-to-head record, your division record, which is fixed now, and most points. That's how the tiebreaker is going to go for playoff seeding. In terms of last year, we had, the mix-up with ESPN scheduling. They just don't care about divisions, so, they schedule certain teams 5 games in the division, certain teams 4, certain 6. So I'm going to customize the schedule this year. We're each going to play the same amount of division games. You'll play 8 division games, and you'll play 5 non-division games. So it's still our 13-league schedule, our 13-game schedule with our 2-week playoffs. So we're skipping out on 16 and 17. I will hand select those games, and by hand select, I mean I will let ESPN generate it, and then I'll alter the schedule from there. I'm not going to go through and hand pick everybody's schedule and let people think that I'm conspiring, and they're going to be like, oh, well, you wanted to play me when Drew Brees was on his bye week. I'm not even going to handle that shit. So I'm just going to let ESPN do it, and I'll alter it from there just so it fits our 2 division game to 1 non-division game schedule. And probably I'll try and keep it to, you'll go 2 division games in a row, 1 non, 2 division, 1 non, just so it's a pattern for everybody. If it doesn't work, I mean, we can alter it, but at least it'll keep it close that way. Divisions, I will be drawing divisions probably within the next few days. I'll do a little side video on the side tab, and we'll get divisions changed up. So we'll change divisions every year. I think it's fair. Just if there's a stacked division or something like that, we don't want to have one team at the bottom who's constantly there that always has to play these stud teams. 2, 4, 6 games out of the year playing stud teams. So we'll mix up the divisions, and then I'll draw from there. Excuse me. And then I'll do a little side video, so we'll get that taken care of. Also, there are going to be no home field advantage this year. We added the decimal scoring system, so if there's a tie, which there shouldn't be 99.9% of the time, if there is a tie, it's a tie. Like that's going to factor in with a lot of the division records and winning percentages and stuff like that. So we'll just leave it as ties. I think that's probably the most fair. Instead of having a home field advantage wins, there's really no home field advantage technically in fantasy. Also, draft location we talked about. Entry fee. Last year we did $85, $10 prepaid transaction fees. I think we'll definitely do the transaction fees again. $10 I think was sufficient for most owners. You have your top 2 who are going to be in your 20s and 30s. And you have your bottom 2 who are going to be around your 7, 8, 9 pickups. Other than that, I'd say we can keep it again at 85. If you guys want, we can raise it up to 1,000. Doesn't matter to me. I think if we do it as the winner take all like we had before, with the 65% or whatever it was, and 25% and then 10, looks like third place will walk away with your money back. Second place, $250, and then first place $650. So. That's up to you guys. I'm cool with raising it up to $100. It's another 15, plus we're dealing with solid numbers. But if everybody's cool with 85, or if you want to drop to 75, I'm going to create a little poll on that too, just to see what everybody's cool with. They're probably trying to stick it to around there. We're not going to do 90 or 95. It's like, either make the jump or not. And then also league manager votes. We are going to league manager votes, and that's the way it will stay. Last year we experimented with league voting a little bit, and I just left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths, especially as we got closer to the deadline, which this year I am extending the deadline a little further back, now that it's not league voting. So if, I think we push it maybe 2-3 weeks. So instead of having it end in like week 5 or 6 or whatever it was last year when we shortened it up, maybe 7, we're going to push it maybe up to like week 9, maybe even into week 10, but that's getting a little close to playoff time. So we are going to go to league manager voting. It'll start with me, and I'll have Brock with me, and then I'm also going to pick a third member of the league to be that buffer if me or Brock are involved in a trade, or if we can't agree on a trade, we will go to this third member. The goal is to minimize vetoes at all costs. I think vetoes are bad for the league. Teams pay a lot of money to get in the league, and you want to run your team the way you are, especially in a keeper league. I mean, if there's a guy who you really want that you think has great keeper potential, and you're on your last year to keep, for me, Adrian Peterson, I might look ahead and say, oh man, I think he could be excellent next year, and I can't even keep AP, so why not? I'm not in contention, let me get rid of him. So you go into that. So I think we need to take that into consideration too, is that there's going to be teams that are out of it, that are wanting to dump off some maybe better players for better keeper potential, or for maybe 2 keepers for the next year. That stuff I have to look into, and that I'm going to consider, especially teams that are looking, say, that have 2 great keepers but want that absolute stud. They're going to trade for that player. So, we do have to take that in consideration. You just can't play the name game, or can't get selfish with, oh, he's in my division, that's going to make his team really good. So I think we got to step away from being a league and look at it as, hey, this is what they paid their money for, so they should be able to do it. Other than that, guys, I really don't have too much. Just wanted to touch base with you guys, go over a few rule changes, and discuss some things. By all means, hopefully this gets the league buzzing a little bit. I'm actually not happy with the activity at all. I understand people got shit going on, but make some time, make it fun for everybody else. Because this weekend hung out with Andrew Williams. He's like desperate to get in the league. So by all means, guys, if you're just tired of it or you don't want to be in it, but you're not obligated to stay in the league. We have probably 2 to 3 other people who are like really wanting to get in. So I mean, if you're like, I'm not really having fun anymore, just let me know. You know, no harm, no foul. Just let me know, and I'll bring the other person in. They'll take over your team for you. I think, I mean, if you're just not going to be active or you don't enjoy it anymore, it'll be better for the league if you're not in. So anybody who's not interested anymore, just let me know, and I can get somebody else to fill the spot. So on that note, I'm about wrapping it up. I'm going to try and get this video on, and then if you guys have any questions, please make comments, hit up the text messages. I know we'll try and limit the text messaging this year just because, it got a little out of hand last year. So real excited for the draft, guys. I got a big month coming up, so I might not be on here as much. But with, there's just a lot of things going on. So regardless, have a good week, guys. I'll get that divisions video up, maybe even today. I'll probably throw a little side video on, crumble up some paper and pull them from this little hat. So, I'll go ahead and do that, and then, we can go from there. So, I'm out, guys. I will get that division video up, and then we'll see where the league goes from there. All right, guys. Have a good week, and I will see you soon.